Marvel Rivals might have just announced their worst update yet. Their new Galacta event has the community split on whether or not one of the items players can receive in it is good or just awful for the game. So let's go ahead and take a look into what the event is and what everyone is so mad about. This is coming from Marvel Rivals Twitter account where they announced Galacta's gift event. It's something they're doing to celebrate the fact that a year ago they entered into their closed alpha test. And they're doing this event to celebrate that and to thank the millions of players that are playing the game right now. In this event, all you have to do to get these free rewards is play matches. They've done things like this in the past where you played like 9 matches and you got a Wanda skin. This isn't really anything new. However, what is new in this is that you are getting a hero costume coin for free to choose a free skin from any of the original 33 heroes from Season 0's debut skin. So that's something that is really cool. But the thing that has a lot of people split is something they're calling chrono shield cards. And in this event, you're going to receive 8 of them for free. Now, the thing that has people split is exactly what these do. They state that the chrono shield card can activate a chrono shield to prevent point loss from a defeat in competitive. If one is active, using this item won't consume it. Chrono shield cards will be automatically cleared at the end of each season, and you can have a limit of 20 of these in your account. Now, this is pretty crazy for them to add to this game, because what this means, if you're playing ranked, you can go ahead and activate a chrono shield card and not lose any ranked points whatsoever for that match. They don't say how long that card lasts. Does it last for just one match, or does it last for multiple matches? They don't state what that really does. But the fact of the matter is that they're giving away these chrono shields, something that's already in the game, by the way. Chrono shields are active from bronze to, I believe, gold, but now they're giving away an item that allows you to have more of those. And like I said, this has the community split on whether or not this is good or bad. You've got people like Marvel Rivals Intel saying basically inviting trolls to go into 8 matches and throw on purpose, which I completely agree with. If someone feels like just throwing, they can go ahead and ruin a match and just be like, well, I'm not going to lose any rank points because I can just use my chrono card, and there we go. I don't lose any rank points for throwing that match and being a jackass to people. Now, of course, you can just report that person, but I don't know how long the ban is for throwing. It's probably only a couple of hours or a day at most. You've got this person saying that Marvel Rivals engagement optimized matchmaking already makes playing this game a challenge sometimes with the team members we get and the chance of having throwers on your team or people that don't belong in your rank on your team. And someone else that went on a rant about this was SK saying, I'm sorry, what? You can pay money to activate a card that makes you not lose points in the competitive game mode? Please, Marvel Rivals, you hurt me so much. And I do want to say, they haven't confirmed whether or not you can pay for these yet, so that's not confirmed or anything. These that you're getting are for free. We will touch on them potentially making these available for purchase though. As SK continued saying, okay, so they are free and you get 8 of them. Why do I even play ranked? This rank means nothing. It's just whoever plays the most every season. 45% win rate eternity players, coin flip games, forced to flex for trash can players, lagging so bad I can't aim, teleworking randomly. Why do I even try? I'm losing it. So as SK kind of pointed out in that post, this game's matchmaking is horrendous, with people being in ranks they simply aren't supposed to be in, only because they play hours on end and just get it handed to them essentially. Adding something like this into the game will only make that worse, because now someone could potentially go on an 8-game lose streak and just never lose any points. And that's if they only have 8. If they somehow have all 20 you're allowed to have on your account in a season, well, then it's just insanity. They'll go on a 20-game lose streak and just never lose any points. We also have Bulger tweeting out about this saying, if they're adding a pay-to-win mechanic to this game, he's extremely disappointed about it. Saying adding an item that alleviates the punishment for a loss in a competitive game is one of the most ridiculous ideas that they could have come up with and will only hurt the game's reputation. And now, despite a lot of streamers and fans having visceral reactions to this, we've had Necros coming out and saying, relax guys, I'm pretty sure the chrono cards only work the same way the chrono shields do, from bronze to gold. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's really easy to hit platinum regardless of this weird mechanic. Saying I want to add on to this and say I don't necessarily agree with this being in the game, I just think its impact is low since it only affects the bottom 3 ranks, which are very easy to climb through. So in my opinion, it just doesn't really matter. Its existence, though, definitely a slippery slope. So if Necros is right, and this does only affect from bronze to gold, then it's not that big of a deal since chrono already exists there. I don't want to say it's not that big of a deal though, because it is a big deal that something like this exists in a competitive game, but at the end of the day, like he said, those ranks are pretty easy to climb for people that want to actually climb out of them. The existence of these cards will only make that process easier. However, the cards don't state that they only work from bronze to gold. They just say they work. So if they work in plat lobbies and above, then that's a real issue. Season 1 had a ton of boosted players, and Season 2 kind of fixed that a little bit. There are still a lot of boosted players in Season 2, but not as many as there were. Adding something like this that works in plat lobbies and above will create the problem of boosted players again. And that's also not talking about the fact that they may or may not charge for these in the future as well. If they add these as an item that you can just purchase, then it's crazy. That is crazy. I don't even have to explain how dumb that is or how insane that is. Incentivizing people to use or buy something that allows them to not be penalized for losing in a competitive ranked match is just bad. But of course, that's just what I think about this situation. I'd love to hear from you all down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!